What's up, kings, queens, and everything between? Welcome back to an episode, One Time for a Good Time. And I want to talk about a discussion I had with a friend the other day. We were talking about mental illness and how people tend to not take care of themselves, how people become unhygienic when they are at their lowest point in life. Everybody knows that it is a common symptom for people to sleep more, to stop tending to their self-care. And she asked me, why is that? And I know that there might be a more scientific answer to this, but I sat there stumped and I said to her, I said, for me personally, when I go through my mental illness, I know that I always put on this facade. I'm always smiling, I'm always joking, I'm always trying to show people what I'm not going through. So even if I'm at the lowest point of my life, you would never know unless I tell you. And I said, I think the reason people that suffer with mental illness stop taking care of themselves is because their body is trying to tell the outside world what is going on the inside. So imagine if I'm giving off this persona that I'm good. I feel like me not taking care of my teeth, me not bathing, or me sleeping for longer hours is the human body saying, hey, something is going on the inside. With self-care, it is in relations with your mental health. Your mind is you. So if you feel like something, your body is going to be that. And it's easy to fall in love with the comfort of sleep, of not taking care of yourself. You are making yourself your mind. So if you're self-deprecating, self-loathing, if you're going through something, the last thing on your mind is washing. The last thing on your mind is brushing your teeth. The last thing on your mind is going outside. When your mind and your body isn't matching, when your mind and your body isn't on the same frequency, it's hard to keep up that facade. It's hard to keep up that I'm good, I'm happy, everything in my life is amazing, when it's really not. A lot of people don't know who goes home and who's sad. No, a lot of people don't know who struggles on a daily basis. And I feel like when we as human beings can't reach out for help or scream for help, our body starts to do it for us. And it starts to say, listen, we can no longer sit in this funk. We can no longer stay in these pajamas and stay in this bed and watch another Netflix episode. We need to get up and we need to do something to keep up with this facade that we're good. So many people out there, regardless if you want to confess about it or not, I mean, because, in a way it is embarrassing, and in a way it is sad. No one wants to come out and say, hey, I haven't showered in a week, or I haven't showered in a month, or I haven't showered in 2 months, or I haven't brushed my teeth in a long time, or I haven't even walked outside. A lot of people don't want to confess to that. No one wants to show anybody how down bad they are. And this what gets out of our hands is our self-care, because it's so hard to keep yourself at a high maintenance level when you are going through something. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to constantly keep a fresh cut, or constantly wash your face, or do this, or eat right, when your mind is spiraling in on itself. So we get in these ruts of not washing for weeks at a time, not talking to people, not even wanting to do a morning routine, staying in bed until the sun is down, and constructing ourselves, because if I'm gonna fail mentally, I'm gonna fail as a whole. That's how me personally, as a person that when mental illness thinks, if I'm gonna fail mentally, everything about me is gonna fail. I'm gonna give up on everything. I can't sit here and do X, Y, and Z while I'm trying to just smile, when I'm trying to just get through the day. Sometimes getting through the day for a lot of people with mental illness is laying down, is not talking to people, is eating horrible junk food that is bad for you. It's crying yourself to sleep. With mental illness, a lot of us are associated as being lazy. A lot of us are associated as using it for excuse and et cetera, and it's not that. So many people with mental illness just fight every day to survive, just fight every day just to see the next day. I don't think a lot of people understand, even just trying to get out of bed is hard. Trying to have a normal conversation with somebody is hard when your mind is telling you X, Y, Z. Your mind is telling you to do this, this, and this, and this. And I don't think a lot of people understand why it is. Like I said, I'm sure that there's a more scientific answer. I'm sure there's a actual answer to why we stop taking care of ourselves when we're going through something. But I know for me personally, I do it because I can't tell anybody what's going on. I do it in hopes of one day my mind would be okay and I'll actually make my exterior be my interior. So I just want people to know that it is completely okay. Don't feel ashamed. It is what it is. Even though we are subconsciously hurting ourselves by not taking care of, hygiene and stuff, don't feel bad for never properly tending to who you are. Just understand that what's most important is figuring out mental illness, finding out how to get through it, getting through the obstacles you're going through. You can always brush your teeth. You can always go to the dentist, but, you have to be alive and you have to be mentally safe and careful to do all those things. So don't feel like you're a burden or an outcast because you haven't done something that maybe the average human does every day. It's okay. It's completely okay. And I promise you that, you have tomorrow to do it. You have the next day to do it. Just don't be too hard on yourself when it comes to mental illness. I think all of us in this society is just fighting every day just to, have a good day and to see the next day. And that's all I can ask from you as a human being. If you actually go through the same thing of not being able to have proper hygiene at your lowest points in your life, if you have any solutions or answers, please put them down in the comment section below, because I know a lot of people go through this and they're just ashamed to say it. And I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. With this, it comes with mental health. It comes with mental illness. And like I said, we need to make this a safe space for people anywhere to come out and say that, hey, I'm struggling with this. Hey, I haven't done this, or hey, I haven't done X, Y, and Z, and not be judged. So if you have any answers into how you fixed it, or if you have the answer why people do it, or if you want to share anything at all, please just put it in the comment section below, because I really think it can help somebody out here to know that they're not alone when it comes to not properly taking care of themselves. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode. And yeah, love you guys. Peace.